What's up everyone, Soldier First Class here. In today's mission, I'm going to do a breakdown of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer we got at Sony State of Play. I had a hard time recording this video because I was so happy about the trailer dropping I was literally shaking. Now I finally have more footage to show you than just the same two trailers over and over again. After 4 years of waiting, the day has finally arrived. We've got a new look at the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Showing off the combat, the new character models, and even hearing Sephiroth's voice, Sony ended the State of Play by saving the best for last. Before we get started, the first thing that Sony did was show static with the save confirmation sound from the original. That's when I knew we were in for a treat. To start this breakdown, first let's take a look at the characters. The trailer opened with the same intro the original game had, with a view of Aerith in the slums with the words "The return draws closer." There were several close-ups of the characters, and I've gotta say they looked absolutely incredible. We got our first glimpse of Aerith, and Square Enix has done her justice. She looked absolutely stunning. I can't get over how amazing she looks along with the rest of the cast. After they told us Cloud was getting redesigned, I wasn't quite sure how to take it, but after seeing him in the new trailer, I have to say I'm loving it. It looks more true to his original design, and I think that speaks volumes to the team's dedication to making the game authentic. We saw a few cute moments between Cloud and Aerith, and honestly that was awesome to see. The iconic flower scene from the beginning of the original made its way to the trailer, and it was definitely heartwarming. Their relationship is one that's been a fan favorite, and Square Enix is dedicated to bringing that relationship back. It'll be interesting to see how character relationships are shown this time around, and if it'll be less open-ended than the original. Barrett, Jesse, and Biggs were all shown as well, and they looked absolutely amazing. Barrett looks like he might have had some slight alterations, but nothing too extensive. I had a feeling Sephiroth would make a brief appearance, and while it was extremely brief, it definitely got my adrenaline pumping. The words he spoke were few but chilling.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer, Cloud?
We didn't get a chance to see Tifa, unfortunately, but I think that was to save a little something for the Square Enix E3 show. I'm sure we'll see her, Red 13, and important characters like Sephiroth and Professor Hojo there. I was definitely excited because we got to see a lot of combat being shown off, and it would appear that the split with CyberConnect 2 was for the better. All my worries were laid to rest after seeing this trailer, and I can't wait to get my hands on the game. It would appear the heads-up display has gotten a decent overhaul from the one we saw from the original trailer. I actually like the new look, and the transparent background makes the field feel more open and immersive. The status bar is pretty simple, with what appears to be an ATB bar below your health and a limit bar below your MP. In this screenshot, we see that the yellow bar is full and glowing, and Cloud has access to Braver in his shortcut menu. I'm assuming that the ATB bar determines use of special abilities, which appears to be mapped to the triangle button. We did get a look at a few limit breaks, as both Braver and Cross Slash were both shown in the trailer. The button mapping is slightly different than before, as triangle appears to be a specialty attack, and square will be the normal attack button. This is massively different than the Kingdom Hearts style battle menu we saw before. I actually like the change, as menu surfing during action combat always tended to break the immersion for me. It's nice to see that combat will flow freely to an extent. We do see that the circle button is mapped to a command menu, which would appear to be for materia and skills. Shortcuts are mapped to the L1 button, and gives you access to limit breaks and hotkeyed skills and items. It also gives you access to character swapping, which is used by hitting L2 or R2 for whichever character you want to switch to. Overall, I think the combat looks like it's not just button mashing, and it would appear to be more strategic. That's definitely one issue I've had with Square Enix in their prior action titles. Combat just didn't feel challenging and lacked depth, but if this trailer is anything to go by, I think those worries are officially laid to rest. It'll be interesting to see what E3 has in store for us when they break down how the combat will work. Now let's talk about the environments and enemies. The new Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer showed quite a few areas of Midgar in the 1 minute that it lasted. The backgrounds looked dark and grungy, but in a good way. When there was a lit background, the colors were vibrant and powerful. The enemies looked amazing as well, as it would appear that we'll be seeing some enemies from the original make an appearance. The Buzzsaw enemy looked terrifying, and the Guard Scorpion was everything I'd hoped for. The laser attack it used brought back so many memories of the first boss fight in Final Fantasy VII. We even saw the monster that you have to fight when Don Corneo drops you into the sewer. Overall, the boss fights look large in scale, and the bosses themselves look incredible. It would appear that exploration might be a big part of gameplay, judging from what little bit of it we saw. I don't know how much exploration will be allowed, but it would appear that areas are decent in size. As you can see in the screenshot, we see Cloud hanging from a pipe, shuffling along to his destination. I'd actually be fine if this game was partially open world, but I would like to see it have a wider variety of content, unlike a lot of open world games. Quests should definitely have rewards that make them worth it, and it will be interesting to see how the overworld is handled. To finish off the trailer, Square Enix let the fans know that they were confirming the remake for E3. The final words on the trailer were more to come in June. Shortly after the show, Tetsuya Nomura tweeted from the official Final Fantasy Twitter. He said, "Most of the plans are already in place and run up to launch, so please bear with us a little longer until we can release more information next month. Hashtag #FF7R. If I were a betting man, I'd bet that him using the word launch means we'll be getting a release date at E3. I called that this trailer would be at Sony State of Play, and I'm calling a release date at E3 now. You've heard it here first, soldiers." While we still have a lot of questions, overall this trailer was incredible and gave us our first look at the game in 4 years. I believe this trailer has restored some of the faith the fans had lost with Square Enix. With everything we saw, I'm definitely more hyped than ever. I'm hoping that a lot of the people who are on the fence about this game really get excited for it and give it the chance it deserves. The characters look phenomenal, the environments looked exactly the way I was hoping they would, and the combat looks fun and deeper than most action titles. Square Enix and Sony really outdid themselves this time, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a release date soon. I think we'll definitely be glued to our screens for E3, and if I pass out from excitement, just use a Phoenix down on me. Shinra has plenty in supply. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to Omni-slash that like button. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought of the new trailer and if you're excited for E3. Subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to join the ranks of Soldier today. And for all the latest Final Fantasy VII Remake news, rumors, and trailers, I'm Soldier First Class, and I'm on to the next mission. Later, guys.